In this week's episode, we're in the deserts of Arizona, where we're hoping to avoid these guys and find the critter that left these behind. See what winemaking and hunting have to do with one another.
What does hunting have to do with winemaking? Like, there's definitely some overlaps between the two.
I mean, other than the obvious connection that we drink wine and eat food, and I like to eat animals, so.
Other than that one, yeah. What are your thoughts? Tell me your feelings.
It's not my quote, it's a famous quote, talking about hunters, and one thing that always hunters have in common is they will always want to see what's over that next ridge. And for me, like, sometimes winemaking is all that way. It's not necessarily I want to see what's over that next ridge in winemaking, but I do always want to know what, like, that next vineyard over tastes like, that other variety in that vineyard. What do those other regions taste like? So for me, it's like it's always that, like, kind of exploring and looking for the things that are cool and great and what I love. So much cream and sugar.
There's like 2 little kibbles of coffee.
Hunting, there's a lot of seasonality. I think that's always kind of a misnomer. I know when you and I first started talking about hunting, you're like, wait a minute, what? There's seasons? You can't just go shoot a deer in, like, April?
Yeah.
No, like, the seasonality of hunting's kind of fun. It depends on the time of year of what you can hunt, but then also, like, what stage the animals are at. It's different. So there's always, like, kind of that seasonality to it. A lot like winemaking, where there's prep. You got to be in shape. You got the right gear. You got to scout the area. Just like going out and looking for the right grapes, making sure you have the right barrels ahead of harvest and all those things. So there's a lot of similarity between the two for me.
What are we doing out here?
We just spotted our target buck. Nicknamed him Sharp Cheddar. As winemakers, we have really in tune senses and smell things. So we're going to kind of strong smell, so named him Sharp Cheddar. Big cheddar.
Are you making fun of whitetail hunters?
I am. You know me, I love making fun of whitetail hunters.
Isn't this a little like whitetail hunting though?
No, not remotely.
Really?
We just take it side by side up to our tree stand. We hiked out here in the desert, facing a buck that's got a million places to go.
I remember when I was a kid with my dad going out deer hunting, and we were hunting in the high desert, kind of similar to this situation. And he was talking about, I was like, what do they eat? He's like, well, there's not much out here. Like, mostly they just eat sagebrush. And I was like, oh, sage and deer. So they're just like self-marinating. He thought it was the most hilarious thing, but he's like, actually, yeah, that's true. They're just, what they eat is kind of what they taste like, and terroir of deer.
So Sharp Cheddar.
You're not whispering. Sorry, it's a whisper video. It's a whisper video.
Cheddar bait. Ryan's got his stock on now. They went up over a hill. We're following them down into the ravine. Ryan's following some fresh tracks. Hope we can spot them before we gotta head out today.
Was there any deer in this canyon?
Nope. No deer.
Except for the 6 we saw yesterday.
Don't count.
Why don't those count?
Zero?
Was it hard chasing that buck yesterday?
Not for him, because he lost his right away.
Was it hard for us?
No. Emotionally, yes. Physically, no. There was no chance. Could have got on a cakewalk. He was gone.
What do you think of deer hunting?
What do I think of deer hunting? I don't know. It's like mountain climbing, except your mountain peak runs away from you. So you gotta change strategy a little bit. That's fun though.
Yeah.
It's a little more exciting than just like get up and run all day. You have to run and walk and sit while you're sitting.
Yeah, I think the expectation part's hard too. I don't know about you, but when we were walking back to camp last night, I thought we were done. Then we spotted that buck like right outside of camp. It's like you have to switch gears so fast.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, but it's that switching gears too, right? Like if you're climbing a mountain, you got the anticipation, you see the peak all day. But like deer, you'd be like suddenly like relaxed, ready for beer 30, and then
Deer 30.
that's deer 30, exactly.
Should cut it.
Just got done with our morning hunt. We went up to the glassing knob, the glass a little bit, and snuck in actually on 2 nice mule deer bucks up on the glassing knob. 3-pointer and a 4-pointer. We surprised them as much as they surprised us. Had a brief chance to get a shot on them, but it was a surprise. It was a little fast, little bang. Chased them for a bit. We had great stalk up and down some canyons, got on their tracks. Had a lot of fun doing that. Sneaking in, followed them for quite some ways, but they lost us in the canyon here. It's Friday, it's on public land, it's great, but we got a whole bunch of Jeeps starting to come out, people starting to come out, so I think our hunt is done for the weekend. Had a good time, looking forward to doing some more.